Hey guys, what's going on? It's Braylon, and I'm here to talk to you today about the Aquarius New Moon. So right now, I'm actually recording around 6:30, and earlier the new moon happened around 3, okay? So when you're watching this, it's not going to be an exact new moon at the moment where the moon and the sun meet up in the sky, but this energy is going to be lasting a few days, and all the new moon cycles last until the next new moon, which is going to be in Pisces. So we've reached the time of month again, you guys, where new beginnings and intention setting become very extremely important, okay? So every month we have a new moon. Every month I talk to you guys on the new moon and on the full moon. So we've reached the point where we have a new moon. This is a dark time, you guys. If you look outside over the next few days, there is going to be no moon until the moon starts to gain in light and towards the full moon in Virgo at the end of the month. So you know, I think all of us understand at this point that the new moon is about setting intention. I do have the new moon candle lit, so go ahead and project your intentions at the new moon intention setting candle. This was lit by an Aquarius rising tonight, so we've definitely got the intentions burning. So yeah, one of the main things I like to keep in mind with new moons is that the moon becomes a seed, okay? I've been thinking about the moon. The moon is kind of like an eye in the sky. And during new moons, the eye is all the way closed. And when your eye is closed, right, there is darkness. You can't see. And so this becomes a very important time of reflection. And when the moon is full, the eyes of the moon are really wide, and subconscious energy becomes aware. We become aware of endings and stuff. New moons is new moon. It's a new beginning, new intentions, new seeds of intention, right? So what I like to do every month for the new moon is just record a video about the energy of where this new moon is happening. Of course, I like to get 12 messages for the 12 signs at the end of this video, so I will be pulling tarot cards just to get us even further messages for this new moon energy. But I do like to discuss where the new moon is happening. The last new moon we had was in Capricorn. This new moon's in Aquarius. The next new moon will be in Pisces. So the moon, you know, the energy of the moon changes depending on what zodiac sign it's in. So we are going to talk a little bit about Aquarius before we get into the tarot messages. So Aquarius energy is unique for me because I'm a Pisces. So you know, the energy in this video, last year it was the same way. I have Mercury in Aquarius, I have Venus in Aquarius, so you know, my mind is definitely in a different realm right now, so just bear with me, guys. Shout out to any of the Aquariuses watching, Sun, Moon, Rising. All of us have Aquarius placements, but shout out to the Aquarius. This is your guys' energy, your new moon. So happy birthday to you guys that were born in February. Happy solar return to you guys. You guys are going to understand this very strange energy. So let's talk a little bit about Aquarius. I'm a huge fan of Aquarius energy. It is my 12th house as a Pisces, so you know, Pisces are very strangely affected, and so are Virgo. This is the 6th house of Virgo and the 12th house of Pisces, so this energy is extremely important for Virgo and Pisces. It's important for everyone, but you know, I'll further explain that when we get into the tarot messages. So Aquarius is the 11th house, okay? So the first thing I think about when I think about Aquarius energy is collective. When I think of the 11th house, all of us have the 11th house. My 11th house is Sagittarius personally, but when you walk into the 11th house of the universe, it is extremely collective. So Aquarius, the 11th house, is opposite of the 5th house, Leo. And as I was saying, Leo is not Aries, but Leo is a very I am energy because it's ruled by the masculine sun. So we do talk about things like ego when we talk about the Leo energy. And not necessarily bad ego. Ego is not necessarily bad. If you research ego, ego is simply what we identify with. It's our identification. Okay, so it's who we are. Exactly, Aquarius is opposite of who I am. It's who we are together. Not necessarily who I am alone or who he or she is. It's who we all become when we stand together as a collective. And I love that kind of energy as a Pisces personally. So it is extremely collective, you guys. The one becomes many in Aquarius. It becomes collectivified, okay? That's why Aquarius rules things like the World Wide Web and stuff like that. Anything that connects you with other people who may or may not be close to you, you know, this is Aquarius energy. So Aquarius is also a fixed air sign. And I do want to talk a little bit about how Aquarius is also water ruled. When I first started studying astrology, my mom was an Aquarius, and when I first started studying, I did think Aquarius was a water sign because Aquarius has aqua. It's literally aqua areas. So a lot of people think Aquarius is a water sign, and you're not entirely wrong about that if you're still one of those people, because Aquarius is ruled by water and air. Okay, one of the only zodiac signs is Aquarius, ruled by two elements. It is an air sign, but I'm going to show you Aquarius's ruling tarot card here. Aquarius, this is your ruling tarot card if you're watching. And I do have the King of Swords right behind that too, which I didn't know. That's very interesting. Two very powerful Aquarian energies here. Charging the deck before we start in with the messages. But as you can see there, we've got that water bearer, right? Aquarius is the water bearer in astrology. So Aquarius always comes bearing healing energies, not just for the future, but also for the past, and how those two strangely intertwine and connect. Okay, Aquarius understands the connection and the collectiveness that forms between the past, present, and future. They all kind of bleed in together when you get to that top of that cosmic knowledge there. Cosmic knowledge is Aquarius for sure. But Aquarius is an air sign, just like Gemini and just like Libra, okay? So this is definitely about our mental state, you guys, and it's making it even more so about the mental state because Mercury is a part of this moon, okay? So we're going to talk about Aquarius energy and what is a part of this new moon. It's Mercury, the sun, and the moon. Every new moon is coupled with the sun and the moon. That's why if you look outside tonight, you're not going to be able to see a moon, okay? It's very dark time. As I was mentioning, I'm not sure if I mentioned in this video or not, but the moon is very much like an eye. And during the new moon, the moon is there's no moon, so it's like our eyes are closed. So that makes this a very special time to reflect. You know, it's important for the moon to disappear. Sometimes this is the dark side of the moon, okay? It is a dark energy. A lot of people have been contacting me about what's going on. You know, what is this dark energy that I feel? We just had a dark moon in Capricorn. So every month we do have a time of darkness. And I think it's very important when it comes to reflecting and finding our own way, kind of like a bird box kind of energy, blindfolded energy. So it forces you, the new moon forces you to, you know, tap into your inner knowing, tap into your intuition, because when the moon is full, that's like the moon's eyes being wide open. And so that's when, you know, this moon is going to be full in Virgo as the moon starts to gain in light when it goes into Pisces and Aries and Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. All those energies is going to go to Virgo. And next time I talk to you, we'll be on the Virgo full moon when our eyes are going to be wide open to energy, okay? But right now the moon's eyes are closed. It's almost as if the moon is sleeping. So, you know, it's up to us. Just like if we were farmers right now, we wouldn't have the moon's light, okay? We would have to have synthetic light, or we would have to have intuitive light to see our way through. So this is definitely about reflecting, you guys, on the intentions that we would like to set. And going back to that fixed air energy, this is about mental stability. When I think of Aquarius, when I think of any fixed sign, what they have to offer is stability. So this is a good time to set new intentions for mental stability, especially with Mercury very close related to this new moon. We've got Mercury there, we've got the moon, we've got the sun. So we've got the divine masculine, the divine feminine, dark and light, consciousness, subconsciousness, awareness, and subconscious awareness, the moon and the sun. Okay, with no moon in the sky. They're crossing over each other. Earlier today, they were right on top of each other, and that's when that new moon energy activated. So moving forward, you know, the moon has now been through Aquarius as a new moon. So moving forward, our intentions are not going to be the same. The moon's energy is not going to be the same, just like it's not going to be the same after the full moon in Virgo either. So the moon cycles are very important here, guys. And another thing I wanted to mention, just while we're talking about all the planets here, I'm pretty sure Lilith is still in Aquarius, and I haven't heard anyone talk about this yet, but I'm pretty sure Lilith is still in Aquarius. So this is also a moon featuring dark moon Lilith. And if Lilith is still in Aquarius, I don't think Lilith is in Pisces yet. I should have double checked that before I started recording, but Lilith is a dark moon. So that's why we're feeling these energies, guys, because new moons are dark. Lilith is dark moon, and she's in Aquarius. Mercury is here, so, you know, we want to be very careful about, you know, lowering our mind. Mercury is the lower mind, and when we have a new moon and Mercury together, lower mind, darkness, that doesn't sound like a very good combination. So you want to really focus on the enlightenment that Aquarius has to offer, because this isn't an earth energy, this isn't water. Earth and water are more of those dark, deep-rooted, deep energies, but air and fire are more of the light energies, okay? So we do have a very fixed light energy here to help us with our mental stability. And with air energy, it is about stable communication, having balanced conversations, or at least just setting intention, guys. And another thing I wanted to mention is that since Aquarius energy is so collective, there is no one Aquarius can't reach. Okay, and I think that has a lot to do with Aquarius being the sign of the collective, right? Aquarius rules friendships. So this is a very friendly energy, you guys. Aquarius rules groups, okay? So the 11th house, there's not ever one of something in the 11th house. There's always many of whatever's there, okay? It becomes collectified. So when we're setting intentions with Aquarius energy, you want to be very mindful, extremely mindful, that the seeds we plant tonight are going to multiply and collectify. It's going to become, so we're setting a group of intentions. We're actually setting intentions. So this is why all of our intentions matter right now, because we're all setting intentions together. But this is just because of Aquarius energy, right? When we have new moons and other signs, it's different themed. But this is so important that we all set intentions together tonight, because I believe the collective becomes one, if that makes sense. Just like there are many individual things that make up a collective, but there's also the collective that becomes one, if that makes sense. Okay, all of us coming together to create a whole, which we're getting close to Pisces season, so we are ending certain cycles. Okay, but this is about new beginnings, and we have a month of this energy, you guys, until the new moon in Pisces next month, around February 6th, I believe, is the new moon in Pisces. The full moon in Virgo is going to bring these things to awareness. Okay, so from now until February 19th, we have a 2-week period to set intentions. But I do want you guys to know that the new moon cycle lasts all the way up until the next new moon. But again, in 6 months from now, we will have an Aquarius full moon in Leo season. So that is also an important marker here. So just keep those dates in mind. You know, February 19th is a date to keep in mind. March 6th is a date to keep in mind. And also just 6 months from now, around Leo season. So June, July. So, you know, guys, this is very collective energy. Okay, it's definitely about setting intentions. Aquarius rules social groups and the internet, as I mentioned earlier, so it's definitely an interesting energy, and I think it's very important to focus on the stability of our mind with Mercury here, okay, especially because Aquarius is already an air sign. Aquarius also is ruled by Uranus, okay? So Uranus is an unpredictable energy. It's a very strange and zany planet. It's the only planet that spins on its side. All the other planets they orbit in a different way. Uranus decides to beat to its own drum. So it's interesting that Aquarius is ruled by that planet, because they're also the oddball zodiac sign. This is a very strange energy, so if you can get with weird, then you'll understand these energies. But if you're more, you know, normal, there's nothing scarier than a normal person, in my opinion. So it's important to embrace strange and mental energies, because Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, which is a very electric energy. So I pulled some cards. I don't know if some of you guys follow me on Instagram or if you keep up with my Facebook posts, but I pulled a few cards for the moon entering. It wasn't necessarily for the new moon, but the moon had entered Aquarius last night, and I wanted to pull some cards for the moon at 5 degrees Aquarius. Now it's like at 16, 17 degrees. But I did get the Tower, and I did get the 4 of Cups, and I can't remember, oh, the Page of Wands. So I did get those 3 cards, the Page of Wands, the Tower, and the 4 of Cups. So I was really drawn to the Tower. It's going to be interesting if the Tower comes up for any of us here at the end of this video, because the Tower, as some of you may know, has a lightning bolt in it, and that really reminded me of Aquarius. So it was interesting the Tower came up. So it is going to be a little bit, this is going to be a shocking energy for some of us. It's going to be sudden. Aquarius likes to be unpredictable. Aquarius doesn't like people to figure them out. You know, they're aliens, and that's the next thing I want to talk about. That's why I wore my alien shirt. Aquarius are the aliens in astrology. They are otherworldly. Okay, they are definitely not from this planet. So to me, I was thinking last night about how alien frequencies are probably amongst us with this alien Aquarius vibration. Like, there's just a lot of strange vibes today, okay? And you know, we can say strange and weird, but we can also say unique, okay? I think Aquarius would prefer the word unique. They prefer to stand out and embrace their differences. This energy is all about being different and being unique. So it's about embracing these otherworldly frequencies, okay? Moving forward, there's just going to be certain things that are different about us. All right, so only Aquarius can be one of the most intellectual signs, maintain mental stability, but also embrace strange and weird and unique. When others of us, unless we have really heavy Uranus and Aquarius energy, others of us just look weird and crazy when we do that. But that's how you just that's Aquarius for you. They can remain mentally stable while also embracing the uniqueness and the weirdness and the strangeness of our universe. So this is a very Stranger Things kind of energy for sure. So guys, my main thing that I just wanted to kind of talk about with the Aquarius moon, the new moon, is just setting intentions for new beginnings mentally, for sure. Focusing on stability in our minds, and really remembering and keeping in mind that this is all about the collective, okay? So this is about all of us together, which is why I love Aquarius energy. So that's a little bit, that's pretty much all I wanted to say, you guys. I do want to get into the tarot messages. So these messages, they're just gonna tell us a little bit more about this moon's energy and what we can look forward to, what kind of changes, what's coming up, just anything that we need to hear, basically. So I do want to set the intent that the 11th house be present and that Aquarius energy surround me. I call upon my Mercury and my Venus for these messages. So we are going to start with Aries, because Aries is the first zodiac sign. So Aries, Aquarius is 11 signs from you, okay? So this is very collective for you, Aries. This is about groups of people, social groups. I haven't mentioned the word community yet, but Aquarius is very based on communities and large groups of people. So let's see what the Aquarius new moon message is for Aries. Alright, Aries, we have the Knight of Pentacles showing up for you. We have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is a Virgo. It could also be a Taurus. It could also be a Capricorn. But this is my Virgo card, okay? If you're not dealing with a Virgo, then this is about moving a bit slower, okay? I don't think this is the first time that you guys have gotten the Knight of Pentacles as a message. Aries, some of you guys might be dealing with stagnance, okay? This is financial energy coming up. And it's about your value. When we have the pentacle here, it's about that value, that worth, the materialistic, tangible, feelable things. So when it comes to anything like that, job, money, your home, you know, this is about moving slower, so that you can, you know, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight. It is a message. So this new moon may bring up certain messages, especially about finances or anything tangible like that, and earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But yeah, this is about moving a bit slower, Aries. The Knight of Pentacles moves slower so that he can be dependable and responsible. Now, there are other knights in the tarot, but sometimes those knights, like the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Swords, they move a bit too fast sometimes, and, you know, their message gets kind of skewed, okay? So this is about moving a bit slower. Slow and steady wins the race is what I just heard. And, you know, I'm feeling your guys' energy. Aries, all of you guys are being slowed down in a specific area of your life, and it's driving you nuts. Because you guys are all about charging head first, right? Rams don't move slow. Aries don't move slow. As soon as you think about something, or as soon as you see something, it's about moving towards that passionately. It could be a relationship, but there's some stagnance here. This also speaks to hard work and routine. So I am feeling a very Virgo energy for you, Aries. And now the bottom of your deck is the Sun. Okay, so now I know a little bit more about what's moving slow. So this is about awareness. This is about your happiness. You could also be dealing with a Leo. You guys could have children. So there could be something stagnant financially linked to children. But if you're not dealing with a Leo or children energy, the Sun is about your happiness. It's about your joy, your success. So, you know, in order to be your most successful, Aries, in order to see the, yeah, it's interesting that you got the Sun card during a new moon message, because, you know, this is a time of darkness. So there is something here about moving a bit slower so that you can see your way forward. I mean, look at how yellow this card is, okay? And you guys, this might be about a Pisces as well. We do have the Pisces card. Now, you've got Pisces and Virgo here, which is an opposition. All right, two knights, okay? This is kind of the two slower moving knights, Aries. So there is a message here about moving slower until you can see clearly, okay? So, okay, wait until the Virgo moon. There's something here about the Virgo full moon, so I'm excited to talk to you guys about that next, because I feel like there's going to be some enlightenment, something that you can, like a light is going to turn back on. You're going to see your way forward very clearly if you just move a little bit slower for the next 2 weeks, because there is some sort of love message here as well. There's a financial message and a love message. Some of you guys have been waiting to see what has grown, right? It's before you move forward and express your feelings. This is definitely a Pisces energy for some of you, but it could be also Cancer and Scorpio as well, or just you, Aries, offering your love, or someone offering their love to you, because we've got two messages here for you, okay? Earth and water energy. So I think this is definitely about putting your best foot forward while trying to see your way through the dark. Moving practically as best as you can towards what would fulfill you successfully and what would make you happy, especially if you have children or if you're dealing with a Leo. But there is some you guys have felt slowed down when it comes to your happiness, Aries. And that's just that collective energy. Please apply this to, groups and friends. There could be certain friends. But yeah, I think it would make Aries a lot happier to move forward in a more romantic way. But the only thing is that the lights are out right now. So it's about moving towards the light in a slower way until the Virgo full moon, which I will talk to you guys about in a couple weeks. So hopefully that helped you, Aries. I think you should just focus on moving forward practically, slowing down a little bit, and not charging so quickly towards what would make you happy right now, because things are kind of not permanent. Okay, so just do your best to slow down the next 2 weeks and see where you're at on the Virgo full moon, and then make a decision. This is all about setting new intentions and moving forward towards happiness. Okay, so let's move to Taurus energy. Taurus, you're a fixed sign, so you're a part of this gang, right? Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, and Scorpio are all fixed signs. So this energy is going to stabilize you. You're a part of the stabilization crew. But this is your 10th house, Taurus. And the 10th house is a very serious house, okay? Aquarius represents your career. This energy, this new moon represents intentions for your long-term goals and future. So very, very interesting here, Taurus, career energy, your legacy. The card we have coming out for you, Taurus, is the 10 of Cups. This is an emotional completion. So when it comes to your career and setting these new intentions, your message is about your happiness, Taurus. So we got family coming up here for some of you. We've got a home environment coming up here for some of you. We have a relationship coming up here for some of you. And I hear that maybe it's all three. Sometimes these energies can kind of, incorporate together. But this is about abundance emotionally. This is about something that would complete you at an emotional level. Taurus, when you get the 10 of Cups, you're very close to a new emotional beginning. So this new moon is about setting intention. Now, remember, you're going through 10th house energy, and you have the number 10 here. So this is emotion. Taurus, this Aquarius energy is bringing up something that's completing you at an emotional level. It's interesting, that's more of a full moon energy. So the full moon in Virgo may be relevant for you too. We do have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy here with the water, if that's relevant to any of you guys. If you have any Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio children, or Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio people you live with, or romantic lovers. But again, Taurus, we don't want to stray from the fact that this is about what would fulfill you at an emotional level. This is abundance, something, feeling complete emotionally, okay, Taurus, feeling comfortable in your home. Like some of you guys could be setting intention to kind of obtain this energy, okay, be happier. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Wands. So we do have an Aries, Sagittarius, Leo message here. If it's not an Aries, Sagittarius, Leo that's relevant to you, Taurus, then this is about you expressing yourself, okay, in a very fiery way about what would make you emotionally happy, what would fulfill you at an emotional level. Now, I do want to mention here the 7 of Swords. All right, this has been kind of sticking around for Taurus, so there could be a younger fire sign energy that is linked to some sort of a hidden agenda or deception. This is a sneaky energy, Taurus. All right, so there is something here about a soulmate from the past. Okay, I do see the 6 of Cups. So, okay, there's a message here about deception from your past emotionally. There could have been a soulmate deception or deception at a soul level. Maybe there's some deception involved with children, because the 6 of Cups is also about children. But this is nostalgic, Taurus. Some of you guys may be reminiscing on some bad behavior that happened on your behalf or someone else's in the past, because this could have definitely been a burden. Some of you were dealing with more than one person. There was like a third party. So I just wanted to mention there that 7 of Swords, but this is your message that came out, the Page of Wands and the 10 of Cups. Moving forward, when you feel emotionally complete, Taurus, That's the best way to start off passionately, because the Page of Wands is like a fiery fool, and not in a negative way, okay? Unless some of you guys are dealing with a fiery fool, like an Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, younger energy, maybe kind of foolish. But if this is talking about you, Taurus, this is a new journey, okay? This is a message, okay? The Page of Wands, every page. We have all these pages in tarot, and this is a very fiery, passionate message. So some of you guys, this new moon, either you're setting the intention to either give or receive or express. Somebody may express to you, or you may express, you know, how happy this makes you, or how happy, you know, how emotionally fulfilled this is making you. Okay, and this does have something to do with maybe you guys are moving on from betrayal in the past or something like that, or sneaky energy. That is the lying, cheating, sneaky energy card. But I think you guys are just leaving that in the past, and you're ready to move forward in a very passionate way, okay? Maybe with a fire sign, maybe with a water sign. I do see something here about expressing. The Page of Wands is ready to start a new journey of expression. So this could be you, you know, expressing something that would make you happy emotionally. Maybe there's a message that comes in during this new moon cycle for the next month. You might hear back about a house. You might hear back about a relationship. There might be, you know, just very passionate energy. This is a good message, Taurus. This is a very good message. So yeah, I think you guys are going on a new journey. Some of you guys are moving, okay? And remember, this is your 10th house. So this is about your long term. You know, some of you guys are going to be wanting to express, you know, what would make you happy emotionally in the next 10 years. Like, are you living somewhere that you want to live in the next 10 years with these younger fire sign boys? You know, or maybe with this younger fire sign woman, because there is a younger fire sign energy here, which I don't know if that's good or bad for you, Taurus, but when it comes to expression, that could be very good. So, you know, keep in mind that this is about your career, okay? Are you emotionally satisfied with your career? Are you expressing yourself now? Are you doing what it takes to express yourself emotionally now? Because there is a message here about expressing yourself emotionally, Taurus, and no longer deceiving yourself. All right, because there's what you feel now, what you want to feel in the next 10 years, and there's what you felt then. Because we have two tens here now, the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Cups. So there is some burdens from the past, okay? There's some emotional burdens from the past when it comes to children, or when it comes to a soulmate, and that might be where the deception is, but this is all about new expression, okay? And now we have the Page of Wands on this side, so yeah, there's definitely something here about expressing yourself emotionally, you know, in regards to the next 10 years, in regards to your career, in regards to your legacy, what you're leaving behind for this family, what you're leaving behind for these children. I am picking up on the children vibe for some of you guys in this message. So just keep in mind, this is collective, Taurus, and this is about your 10th house of career. And, you know, when we go through 10th house energy, it is a completion. So I think you guys, there's something that has completed, and you're ready to move forward in a passionate way with this new moon. So set your intentions for that, Taurus, because there's some kind of wish here as well. So hopefully that helped, Taurus. Let's move on to Gemini energy. Gemini, you are an air sign. So this air energy, it's going to be beneficial for you, especially for your mind. Aquarius is 9 houses away from you, so this puts you in the place of a student and a teacher. Aquarius energy teaches Gemini certain things that you can't learn from anywhere else. So Gemini, in a way, you guys are like a part of the alien academy. All right, you guys are going to cosmic school, all right, with Aquarius being your teacher, with Aquarius being your student, and with you being the student and the teacher as well. I love 9th house. This is the opposite house of you. You're used to the 3rd house energy, but Sag is going through 3rd house energy. You're going through 9th house energy, which is the opposite of you, the 3rd house. So this is going to expand your mind, Gemini. This is going to bring up certain philosophies. This is all about your beliefs as well. I don't want to forget to mention beliefs when it comes to Aquarius for you. Okay, so this is about setting new intentions to expand your mind, okay? To expand and to set new intentions. It's very important that you believe in the intentions that you set, Gemini. I just heard that very clearly. But yes, this is about setting intentions that you believe in, setting new intentions to learn from the collective. Gemini, you always learn from the collective energy. Maybe you learn from being in large groups of people because of that. I'm not sure. The card we have coming out for you, interestingly enough, we have the Justice card. Not the first time you've got this card with me, Gemini. I think you guys got this for the Leo full moon, the last video I did. Okay, so we've got Justice, we've got Libra here coming up. Some of you guys may be dealing with Libra, It's interesting, we're going through Aquarius energy, I'm talking to Gemini, and then the third air sign shows up. So there's something here about the air tribe, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. But, you know, we're going to talk about the Justice card a little bit here, because it does mean harmony, it does mean balance, okay, fairness, justice, obviously. 50-50, everything being equal, that's that Libra energy, all right? So it may help you, especially because you have a major arcana zodiac sign here showing up, to look for your Libra energy, all right? Libra would be 5 houses away from you. So this could even have to do with children. If you guys have Libra children, this is a really a message for you. If you have a Libra who you believe is your soulmate, all right, maybe this is just about you know, expressing yourself, or about creating something, Gemini, because I'm thinking 5th house here, because Libra is your 5th house. But this could also have to do with courts, okay? If there's any judge energy, or if there's anything with the court system, or anything with like jurisdiction, you know, all those court words, okay? This is definitely a courtroom energy. Now, Gemini, is interesting. Yeah, wow, didn't realize that. But it's interesting, I was talking about a soulmate. Libra represents the house of soulmates and children for you. And look at what we have at the bottom of the deck for you. We have the 6 of Cups, which is soulmate energy. This is nostalgic energy. So I don't know if there was something going on with court in the past or something like that, Gemini, but this is very nostalgic, okay? This has something to do with the confusion of your past, and even passion with a relationship, because I do see the Ace of Wands. There could be a new spark, but this is your message here. We've got a lot of water energy here for you at the bottom of the deck, so this is about emotional balance is what I'm picking up on here. You know, there is a fantasy realm here to consider, all these options from the past that you're trying to balance out, Gemini. So I feel like this is about balance from your past as well. And we have Libra showing up here, like soulmate energy for sure. Balance with children is needed for sure. Balance from the past, I've already said that. Equality and fairness from your past. And I think there's something from your past that may come back up, Gemini, that you have now received justice. All right, that's the funny thing about karma, is it doesn't have a time limit. You know, like, it doesn't matter how long ago something happened, justice will be. I think you guys are going to see karma firsthand, because this is the card of karma. Okay, Gemini, you're in a good position, because I feel like your Libra brothers and sisters, this is an archangel here. Your Libra brothers and sisters are here to aid you with this air energy. You know, this is about the air click, straight up. Like, you guys are coming together mentally. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius are, and it's to really you know, there's some kind of truth or something like that, because I did just get drawn to the sword. Okay, so it might be about speaking. So just keep in mind, this is about setting intentions, Gemini, and it is about your 9th house. So you guys might be learning in regards to something court related or judge related. Maybe you guys could even learn from something or expand something with a Libra. I'm not sure. But this is about justice in your 9th house. Okay, so learning about something in a fair, balanced way. Learning about balance, maybe. Okay, this is about your beliefs as well, harmonizing your beliefs with what you think and what you say, conversations. And then again, we have the 6 of Cups. So when we talk about the 6 of Cups with the 9th house, maybe there's something that you can learn. I do feel like there might be a Libra or just a very intellectual person, or maybe fair, harmonizing person that comes back from your past. There might have been an option in your past, okay, that is returning, because there's like a spark that this new moon is going to light for you. And yeah, I feel like there's going to be justice from your past that comes back, because someone did walk away here, and maybe they're coming back for justice or something like that, okay? But there is something that you can still learn from the past, okay? This is learning to balance your emotion from your past. Learning to look back without potentially interrupting the course of your current path, if that makes sense. So we do have the Justice card and the 6 of Cups. I just had a thought a minute ago. So no wonder there is some confusion here about which cup to spark. You know, you're feeling passionate about all these different options, Gemini. You're feeling all these different emotions, and then there's just one that sparks joy in you differently than all the other cards. And I think it's something from the past. Okay, I do think that this is something from the past here. And other than that, Gemini, I do feel like this is about maybe what you believed in the past, and kind of balancing that with what you believe now. Now, you have the Justice card. So no matter what this is for you, Gemini, you're going to receive justice and harmony. And I think you're going to see, for some of you, this is going to be karma that comes to somebody from your past. Okay? But karma is here with the Justice card for sure, all right? And I just saw the Four of Swords. So, you know, this has everything to do with healing your mind and, again, mental stability. All right, the foundation you have for your mind. But, you know, I feel like Aquarius and Libra are just going to kind of do some things for you with this new moon. But remember, this is setting intention, okay? So set your intention for balance. Maybe that was the thought that I had that escaped me. But set your intention for balance and fairness and harmony. Set your intention for karma, Gemini. Things that you sent out coming back to you. That's all karma is. You know, and what could be more balanced than that? So let's go on here. Hopefully that helped, Gemini. Let's move on to Cancer. Cancer. So this is an important new moon for you guys, okay? Because this is in your 8th house. Aquarius is 8 houses away from you. Interesting. Aquarius is 8 houses away from you, Aquarius. So let's talk a little bit about the 8th house before I show you the card. 8th house is very intimate, okay? And I like to talk to people who are going through 8th house new moon transits, because like I believe Leo will be going through an 8th house transit next month with Pisces. Yes, so next month I'll be talking to Leo in this very intimate way. But for now, Cancer, it's your turn to go through 8th house energy. You went the 7th house new moon last month. Now we go through 8th house new moon. Now the 8th house, again, is very intimate. And the 8th house is very dark, okay? The 8th house is very hidden. It's the house of secrets. So there could be certain secrets and intimacy. This is the house of sex, transformation, death, rebirth, all those things, okay? So there is a lot of darkness, Cancer. You still have the North Node there to help you move forward from the past, to help you, you know, guide us all to the direction we're supposed to be going. So no matter what, you do have karma and destiny on your side with that North Node shining for you. But, you know, this transit over the next month until we have that new moon in Pisces in your 9th house, this is about transforming for you, okay? And you can only do that in the dark, you hermit crab. So the card we have coming off for you, Cancer, is the Star card. This is the card for Aquarius. So if any of you guys are dealing with Aquarius energy, or if you're associated, if you have any Aquarius friends, Aquarius family members, anything, Aquarius energy of your own, we have the Star card coming up for you. So that's very interesting. This means that this energy is extremely, extremely present with you, okay? We have Aquarius who showed up for Cancer. So I know there's some Aquarius Cancer stuff going on here. The Star card, other than Aquarius, it is talking about healing. And what Cancer doesn't need healing? I mean, you guys are always healing others, but you know, Cancer, it's time for you guys to heal, because the Star card does bring inspiration. This is talking about something that inspires you secretly with this 8th house energy. So there's some secret healing going on here. But Cancer, this is all about setting intentions, friends. So Cancer, this is your opportunity to take advantage of this 8th house hidden energy. With the new moon in your 8th house, there are just certain things that you can do that will never be seen, because the moon's eyes are closed, right? So it's not necessarily about doing something that can't be seen, but you're a water sign. So water signs sometimes work better behind the scenes. You're ruled by the moon, Cancer. So this new moon's energy in your 8th house is extremely important. That makes Aquarius energy this whole season. You do have the sun in your 8th house as well, so there are certain secrets coming to the light. But again, setting intentions to heal is what I'm hearing for you. This is all about setting new intentions, planting seeds of inspiration that will transform you over the next month. They'll transform you over the next couple of weeks and the next 6 months until we have a full moon in Aquarius, so that these energies can come to a completion. This is all about new beginnings, though, new intentions, right? The newness. Ending the old and starting the new. So there's something that needs to heal here. I'm going to keep calling you Aquarius, so I know that there's some Aquarius energy around or relevant to you. This new moon is definitely important, but that's what I'm seeing, is setting new intentions. Now, this is really interesting, Cancer. Behind the Star card, we have the King of Swords. Okay, so this is your message. The Star card came out, and the King of Swords was on the bottom of the deck. And when I shuffled my deck, I always shuffle before a video. I want you to know that these 3 cards were exactly what was on the bottom of the deck. So there's something relevant about your energy, Cancer. Maybe it's because you're ruled by the moon. Maybe this is talking about walking away emotionally in order to heal, because we have the 8 of Cups here. That's the 8 of water. We have the 8th house, which is a water energy. So it's interesting, you're going through 8th house energy, and we have the 8 of Cups. So there may be something, you might set your intention to walk away from something that is draining you, or you know, that is emotionally exhausting, Cancer. You can't do that. You can't be doing that anymore with the North Node in your sign. Okay, so some of you guys are walking away from Gemini, Libra, Aquarius men specifically. We have the King of Swords here. And you know, it just concerns me to see a man like this around. No offense to the air signs, but I don't think this man is nurturing or not. It doesn't have to be a man. It could just be a very masculine person or something like that. But he can be a dick. He's not emotional. Okay, so you're walking away from, you know, people who are just all brains and no love. You know what I mean? Like, they're just all about saying what they mean and meaning what they say, but you're walking away from somebody because of that something was said. There might have been some harsh words that were said, or maybe you're just walking away from a cold man because he no longer inspires you. Okay, we have a strong energy here of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius man. We have an Aquarius man showing up for some of you Cancers here. So something that doesn't mentally inspire you. Okay, and you could be walking away in secret. Okay, it may take you guys a couple weeks to depart from this emotionally, but this is a full moon up there, so this is either the new moon. Some of you may walk away today, some of you may walk away, this is a month. Over the next month, there's going to be things that Cancers walk away from emotionally. So if you're cross watching for a Cancer for some reason, and you're an air sign specifically, you guys, if you guys want your Cancer to stick around, or if you're not an air sign and you're just cold and detached, yeah, Cancer is going to be leaving you because they're headed towards inspiration. They're headed towards healing. So there is a message here about walking away in order to heal yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, so that you can be inspired, Aquarius. This is the card of hope. Okay, some of you guys no longer have hope in a certain person. Okay, so you may be walking away emotionally, Cancer, and this is all about walking away for your own healing. Okay, and again, you know, you guys are, this is a month full of messages. So this is until the new moon in Pisces next month. This is until the full moon in Aquarius 6 months from now, and it's also over the next 2 weeks when we have a full moon in Virgo. But the card that came out for you, Cancer, is the Star. So healing and inspiration mentally, speaking out, Cancer, saying what you mean and meaning what you say. Some of you guys may be taking on the King of Swords energy and being that asshole. You know, if you're wondering why Cancer is so cold, it's because they're tired. They're tired of healing you and just suffering from it. Okay, so they're walking away, and I'm proud of you, Cancer. So set your intentions to walk away from what emotionally drains you. Set your intentions, and these are going to be secret intentions. So don't tell anyone, Cancer. Keep this on the down low. It's interesting. We have the King of Swords. He's a big talker. Okay, so just be careful about what you say during this transit because this is a very 8th house secret hush-hush energy for you, okay? So hopefully that helps, Cancer. Let's move on to Leo. Hello, Leo. Now, this is a very important moon for you, Leo, because Aquarius is your opposite sign, okay? So this is 7th house energy. We had a full moon in your sign. It was an eclipse. How are you guys doing? I know that eclipse really shook some things up for Leo. You guys are really sick and tired of the eclipse energy. You went through that last year. You know, what is there another Leo eclipse for? Like, can I please just have my life back? I'm not the North Node anymore. Cancer can take over. So yeah, Leos are feeling really exhausted. I was watching the Leo King last night, and I was hearing him say that there's not very many positive aspects in the universe right now for Leo. Only Jupiter and Sagittarius, which is going through a bunch of attack from like the Pisces energy. So, you know, guys, I just want to send you some love right now before we get into the message. But just to let you guys know, Aquarius is your opposite sign. So this is a very foreign, strange energy. Okay, this is very strong opposition. So if you guys are feeling weird and like, what the hell? It's because Aquarius is your opposite sign. But that means that you guys are shadowing this energy. All right, your ruling planet, the sun, is in Aquarius. So Aquarius has a lot of power right now, but a lot of the power Aquarius has, a lot of the strength Aquarius has is because of their opposite sign, Leo. So keep that in mind when it comes to oppositions. Leo, this is all about your relationships, okay? So for those of you, whether you're coupled or single, divorced, whatever, this is whenever we have 7th house energy, new moon, it's a very brilliant time to set new intentions for your relationships, okay? So this is definitely about your relationships, all relationships, romantic, business, platonic, friendships even, especially friendships. Especially those friends you have, Leo, that you kind of flirt with sometimes, because Aquarius is the house of friends, but for you, Leo, Aquarius is relationships. So I feel like that's an interesting point to make, how Aquarius represents friendships and groups of people. Yet for Leo, Aquarius represents romantic relationships and marriages. So it's about deciphering between lovers and friends right now, Leo. Setting new intentions for any new friends you'd like to come in. Any relationships that you would like to come in over the next 6 months, over the next 2 weeks, over the next month even, until the new moon in Pisces. It's about setting those intentions for your relationships now. The card we have coming out for you, Leo, is the Ten of Pentacles. So a lot of you guys are just really focused on your money right now. You're focused on the grind. You're focused on your future, because this is the family card. So it's interesting. We don't really have an energy here about relationships, but to kind of chime this in, this could be setting new intentions for financial stability in your guys' home in order to better. Maybe this is something that's severing some of your guys' relationships, work. The next 10 years. Do I really want to be with this person in 10 years is what I just heard. Do I see myself living together with this person in 10 years? Do I see myself having a family, right? Because this is about longevity. This is about your long-term goals and ambitions, right? Capricorn energy coming up here. Earth energy, but this is a completion too, Leo. So this new moon is about setting intentions to complete certain things, focusing on your stability of these relationships, right? Focusing on the stability of these relationships, because you do have some sort of crossroads. Okay, there is a crossroads that is causing a lot of conflict, Leo. Okay, there's some competition here, and there's even, I don't know if some of you guys are dealing with Aries, Taurus, or Libra men or women, or even mother energy coming up here, like being a mother or your grandmother. We do have the Empress. Hello, Leo. I'm glad I looked there because we have Leo here. Okay, so we've got a Leo mother here. You know, a mother's strength. I do see that. The Empress is the mother of the tarot, okay? So, Leo, you're either giving birth to something, which you'll be doing more of that next month when we have a new moon in Pisces, your 8th house of birth. But maybe some of you guys are pregnant or something like that. Maybe some of you guys are mothers, or your mother is coming up. But I do see a Leo mother and Leo children specifically, okay? And it could be Aries, it could be Libra, it could be Taurus energy as your mom or as your child. But this is interesting here, Leo. I see a decision here that this new moon is going to bring up that's going to cause conflict, and it might even bring some sort of painful ending, because this is what Leo was going through at the behind the scenes, okay? But I like to see the Ten of Swords because it's like the ending to something painful. We've got that Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy here. Okay, so these are decisions. Maybe it's going to cause some conflict to end something, all right? But here we go. We'll focus on this for you, Leo, for this. Now, I do want to mention there is some fiery conflict. We've got 2 fire energies here. Leo for sure. Aries, Sagittarius maybe. But we have you at a crossroads, Leo, about some sort of financial. Now, relate this to your relationships, okay? Because money and home environment and family are some of the most important things to consider when it comes to our relationships. You know, a lot of us, and this is what comes between our love life, is money and stuff, and not feeling stable enough, right? Having to make these hard decisions so this is a decision that's going to impact you for the next 10 years is what I'm seeing, okay? You guys are really thinking about your world and, you know, your future, but also considering your very passionate past. Because, Leo, since you're a fire sign, I feel like you guys are in the middle of 2 things that make you passionate. 2 people, 2 places, 2 things, 2 jobs. Some of you guys are very passionate about 2 different ways you make money. So you're being put at a crossroads here in the name of your long-term future and longevity. Why that would come up for a 7th house new moon, I'm not sure, but the cards show what they need to show. So wherever there's some sort of conflict or competition, Leo, where there's a bunch of people who are expressing themselves, that needs to end, okay? There's 5 different people around you. This is the Leo energy, 5th house of fire. So maybe there's just 5 different things that you're trying to express, Leo, about all this pain that you've been through. You know what I mean? And some of you are mothers on top of that. But there is this ultimate, you know, crossroads that you're at. This is a portal. You're in the middle of a portal when it comes to your long-term future and stability. There's going to be some decisions that, you know, the universe is going to make, or the universe is going to bring up for you to make when in regards to your money, your finances, your future, your stability in your home. This is financial success. So there's something here about choosing financial success for yourself, Leo, but that may, you know, come at the cost of something else that you're passionate about, okay? So choosing passion, you know, especially if you guys are dealing with a decision that's causing conflict financially, But this is about setting intention, Leo, to make better, successful decisions. There we go, Leo. This is about setting the intentions now to make better decisions for yourself in the future so that you can gain the most financially, so that you can have the most stable foundation, right? That tangible, materialistic energy that we all need. But this is a completion. So you guys might be making the decision to complete something, especially in regards to a career or to money. You know what I mean? I do see a head. I'll keep getting drawn to this Two of Wands, like it's very important for some reason. So keep in mind, over the next month, over the next 2 weeks, over the next 6 weeks, 6 months, sorry, until the Aquarius full moon, that will bring some very completions up to you. You're going to be making decisions, Leo, but keep your future in mind. Keep your long-term goals in mind. Be careful making any decisions that could potentially affect your stability in your home, the stability in your relationship, career decisions. Be very, very mindful making these decisions on a new moon, okay? But this is about setting new intention to be successful, you know, to succeed in the long-term longevity of things. So, you know, you guys are at some pretty futuristic crossroads there. I think this is about choosing between the stability you have now and potentially the even greater stability that you'll have in the future, Leo. But this is in regard, your relationships come up somewhere with this as well, okay? So you guys are going to know what that means, and I hope that helps, Leo. So let's move on to Virgo energy. Virgo, this is extremely important to you as well, because Aquarius is 6 houses away from you. So just like Pisces, you're going through your own energy, okay? The fact that Aquarius is 6 houses away from you, you know, is important because the 6th house is you. So we can talk a little bit about you, Virgo, in the house that you represent with this Aquarius new moon energy coming up. This is the house of service. This is the house of health, your job, your day-to-day routine. So when we have a new moon in your 6th house, Virgo, you can set new intentions about, you know, how do I want my day-to-day life to go? You know, you guys might be, you know, changing some things up about your routine. You know, I don't really want to do things like that anymore. This is what I want to do when I wake up, or this is what I want done as far as my routine. You know how important routine is for you guys, okay? And we also have a little bit here about your job and, you know, the services that you offer other people. But in a nutshell, Virgo, this is definitely about setting new intention for how you want to live your life, okay? This is a new life for you because, you know, the 6th house is the house of lifestyle. And then we take an energy like the new moon, which is all about new beginnings. So this is a new beginning for Virgos everywhere to really plant seeds of new life intentions. Like, what intentions do you have for your health, Virgo, for how you want to live your life as well? So it's really interesting. You guys have that 6th house energy already. That's what you are in the zodiac. So leave it to Aquarius to charge in and to really check Virgo about how they're living. You know what I mean? Like, Virgo, is this really how you want to live your life? Or do you want to take this opportunity to set plants and to set seeds? Now, Virgo, here we go. 2 weeks from now, we will have a full moon in your sign. So all these seeds that we're planting tonight, they will be brought to fruition in the name of your sign on February 19th. Okay, so keep in mind that this is a wonderful opportunity to set intention for anything, really, because you are going to be the sign that is occupying the full moon when we step into Pisces season. Now, the cards we have coming out for you, we got 2 of them, Virgo. We have the 6 of Pentacles, telling me that Virgo really needs to focus on balance. You have an earth energy here. So this is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That money energy, that financial energy, that work energy, your job. It's all about balance, okay? Aquarius energy is here for you to set new intentions to receive as much as you're giving. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to keep doing everything on your own, Virgo. That's not 6th house energy. In Aquarius being your 6th house, it's all about receiving help. You know, kind of like not doing things on your own anymore, making sure, you see these guys down here on their knees, they're getting crumbs. And then there's this guy in the middle who's holding this balance beam. So I do see a Libra energy a little bit. Maybe there's some judicial energy or court. But this is about definitely receiving as much as you're getting, the equal give and take, okay? The 6 of Pentacles is balance, financially balanced. So your health, you know, in order for you to be the healthiest mentally, physically, emotionally, you know, you can't keep giving and giving and giving 100% to these people down here that are only giving, you know, maybe 2% sometimes. Make sure the people around you are holding their own so that you know, you got to draw a line, Virgo, you know, because your health is coming up here and you're setting new intentions about balance. Okay, that's what Aquarius is doing for you. because I can see that there's been some battles here with the Nine of Wands coming up too. Could be dealing with earth sign or fire sign, or maybe when fire and earth come up, I'm led to talk about expressing yourself in a very real, logical way. So when it comes to money, Virgo, it's okay. It's okay for you guys to express yourself logically. Like, look, this is what it is, baby. You know what I mean? Like, I can't give you any more because I'm not getting shit in return. But making sure that you're not taking more than you're giving as well, Virgo, because you never know what end of the spectrum all of you guys are falling on. But you're gonna know, because this new moon is gonna bring up certain fights and battles. You know, some of you guys are defensive because you've been receiving the short of the end of the stick for too long. Like a lot of Virgos out there, they've been fighting so many battles on their own, trying to balance their finances, trying to balance their resources and make everything happen, make all the ends meet. But on top of that, you guys have been in a battlefield, because this is the battle card here. Okay, this is someone who has the strength and the courage to continue fighting. So there are going to be certain things that this moon brings up to you. Like, hey, Virgo, you know, this is good. You know, some of you guys are going to realize that you are getting as much as you're giving. Maybe you're receiving in a different way. Okay, because it's not only about the physical give and take. This is about emotional give and take. This is about spiritual give and take. So it's going to be up to you during this new moon cycle, Virgo, to determine whether you're continuing to fight for this, fight for equality, fight for fairness, fight for balance. You know, because there is like one more battle here that needs to be fought. And I feel like this is that whole cycle with the full moon coming up in your sign. There's this one more battle here. And after you fight, because this is the one more battle card, the last battle. And that's why this person, they're kind of looking over their shoulder like, when is this battle going to come? You know, so this moon cycle is going to bring up, you know, certain things that make you defensive. You guys might need to defend yourself, put up that wall of defense so that, because come on, Virgo, you guys know that you're the givers of the zodiac, just like Pisces. So just make sure you're not giving, Virgo, just because you think you can, or just because you have these talents and abilities as the 6th house. Aquarius is here to remind you that it does matter what you get back, Virgo angel. So I feel like this is about fighting for balance and fighting to receive what it is that you've been giving over the last forever, for all your life, okay? We do have the Knight of Swords coming in, that air energy. This is a Gemini specifically for some of you, but this is about really charging in. Okay, there's going to be something here that comes in pretty quick with this air energy. The Knight of Wands says things quickly. He doesn't think before he acts. And I don't know if that's good or bad. It depends on the situation. Because, look, Virgo, you guys are balancing way too much. We got the financial stress card here. So, you know, there's just some things that you guys are wanting to charge forward and do, because after this new moon, you know, don't be surprised if you guys really start thinking about where your money is going, you know, how the resources in your houses are treated, and how people around you, like the people who have their hands out, Virgo, you're gonna get a little defensive, like no dude, like I'm done battling this with you, you know, all I get is crumbs in return from you. And I'm focused on my balance. I want to live my best life. That's what I just heard, is living my best life. You know, and that's why you're going to maybe put a wall up of defense, especially if you're dealing with Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, or other Virgos, other Taurus, other Capricorn energy, because we do have fire and earth here, and we have air. So there's something about, you know, where are your emotions, Virgo? I don't see any water here. So how you feel has, you know, like always, taken the back seat, and that's why you're left defending, you know, yourself. So also keep in mind the ways that you feel. Okay, because there is something here about the emotional give and take as well. But Virgo, quite simply, this is setting the intent to win the last battle that you have to fight, so that you can walk away feeling harmonious, feeling balanced, feeling like you didn't give more than you received, because that's an awful feeling. I know, as a Pisces too. So it's time for you to charge forward mentally. Make your mind up about something, no matter how other people feel, and keep your balance in mind, because this is also about financial balance. So financial balance is coming up for you, Virgo, and I feel like that's because 6th house energy is all about your health, all about your lifestyle. It's about your day-to-day routine, and fighting for this equal give and take is going to, you know, ultimately result in you living a best life, a better life to charge forward to. So set your intentions for better health, to get what you've given, Virgo, equal give and take, okay, so that you can charge forward towards that mentally. So hopefully that helped, Virgo. Let's move to Libra energy. Libra, you're another air sign. So Aquarius is a pretty chill energy for you, Libra, because you're an air sign. So this mental energy is going to further stabilize your thoughts and your mind, okay? Very interesting. So let's talk about the fifth house real quick, Libra. Aquarius is 5 houses away from you, okay? So this is about your pleasure. I love fifth house energy. Aquarius is the opposite of the fifth house, so it's really interesting how you're a Libra. All the energies are opposite from you, right? Instead of Leo being your fifth house, Aquarius is your fifth house. So this is the house of children. This is the house of creativity, most importantly, the house of creation, okay? So this is about setting new intentions to create something, Libra. If you have any ideas, because I do see that there's some ideas sparking in you, you know, if there's anything you want to communicate, in regards to children or soulmate. This is also a soulmate energy here. Okay, when we go through fifth house energy, it brings up romance and stuff. But this is a new moon, Libra. So take advantage tonight to set new intentions for, you know, soulmate romance. Setting new intentions for things like romance. Even though this is a bit of an intellectual, detached energy, it's still the fifth house. You have a new moon there. So take advantage of, you know, setting new intentions for children or the inner child in you. This is also the house of expression. But yeah, I think you should set new intentions of creativity if there's any new ideas that you guys have. The card coming out for you is the Eight of Cups. So Cancer also got this card. I want to mention that Gemini received the Justice card, which is you, Libra. So if you're dealing with Cancer or Gemini, you may want to check their messages out because you did come up. And Cancer got the Eight of Cups. So there could be something here with a Cancer, especially because we have water. It could be Pisces as well. It could be Scorpio. But this could also just be emotionally, Libra. We don't want to talk about signs too much here because you guys are all going to be dealing with different signs. So in general, the general message for you, Libra, is walking away with this new moon. Setting your intention to no longer invest emotionally in things or mentally or physically. The Eight of Cups is all about walking away to, you know, on a soul journey. Walking away from something that you once were emotionally invested in, but you know, you may decide over the next month, you may realize over the next 2 weeks before the Virgo full moon that, you know, there's just people, places, and things that these cups at the bottom of the card represent that you know, walking away is easier. You know, than to continue emotionally investing, right? You're walking towards your wishes, what would fulfill you, right? You're walking towards the Nine of Cups and walking away from the confusion of the Seven and the Eight of Cups, okay? Because you're not emotionally satisfied here. We've got some darkness in this card. We've got that moon. So in between now and the Virgo full moon, some of you guys may be doing some walking away emotionally. Now, when we walk away emotionally, take it from a water sign, that doesn't mean that we leave physically. You guys could still be in relationships or in jobs. Now, we could be walking away from people, places, or things here. Those cups represent different things for you guys, but it is something that you have emotionally invested in, whether that's your job, whether that's a family situation, a home environment, a relationship. It's up to you. But you're walking away. I do know that you're walking away in the name of your own clarity, because we have the Queen of Swords here. Cancer received the King of Swords with this energy, so there's definitely some Libra Cancer energy going on here. But Libra, yeah, you're walking away towards your clarity. The Queen of Swords, this is a Libra woman. Okay, it could be a Libra man too, but the Queen and the King of Swords, those are my Libra cards. And the Queen of Swords is not going to stick around and emotionally invest in things that drain her. Are you kidding me? Like, she's made her mind up, okay? She's about mental energy. She's about intellect. And it's not the smartest thing to stick around in situations that are just emotionally draining you. You're going to come to terms with who and what this is, Libra, before the Virgo full moon on the February 19th, okay? So the next 2 weeks is about mentally processing things. Some of you have already walked away emotionally, and now you're walking away mentally. Like some of you guys, this Queen of Swords, it looks like she's speaking up about walking away. Especially if you're a Libra woman, or if you're dealing with a Gemini woman or an Aquarius woman. This could be an Aquarius woman. There could have been some walking away involved in another air sign, or maybe someone's just walking away mentally. This is, to me, looks like emotional and mental. It looks like a conversation that's going to come up with either you, Libra, or someone else who's walking away, because we do have the Page of Cups. Some of you guys are going to be receiving an apology with this moon. We have Cancer energy here, Pisces. We have 2 Pisces indication. But yeah, someone here, this moon cycle, you know, we have these 2 moon energies here. So I believe either the new moon in Aquarius tonight or the full moon in Virgo is really going to, you know, it's going to bring some completions. Now, remember, this is your 5th house of romance. So we do have a romantic message here. I see someone who's going to be single and focus on their own financial abundance. Okay, yes, there's something here about financial abundance as well. Okay, we have the 9 and the 10 of Pentacles. So there's going to be something that completes you, Libra, after you walk away. And there's going to be maybe an apology. Okay, this is about an apology. There's going to be some kind of emotional message from either you or to you, Libra, but there's an emotional message here, and I feel like it's an apology. Maybe it's linked to a Cancer or a Pisces, but maybe it's just emotional, okay? Maybe this is about your fears. The moon sometimes, yes, it is a cycle. Yes, it is emotion and deep subconscious energy. But to me, this looks like someone who's afraid to apologize or something like that. You know, so the main message here, just to not get so deep, is someone here is walking away in order to enforce their mental authority. Okay, so that makes me think that you guys are involved in situations that are mentally toxic or harmful, because why else would the Queen of Swords walk away? Queen of Swords would walk away because this person can't communicate. This person won't talk logically. This person doesn't make any sense. You know, this person is playing mind games. So this Queen of Swords is definitely saying what she means and meaning what she says. She's cutting people's heads off. There's someone here that a Libra female is cutting out of their life and walking away for their own clarity and their own emotion, okay? So keep in mind these cycles. There could be hidden apologies here. But yeah, I definitely see that, Libra, that there's some intellectual energy that you are, you know, asserting your authority with, and that may involve walking away from people, places, and things that emotionally drain you, okay? This is going to be happening over the next 2 weeks, over the next month, until this Pisces new moon. We do have Pisces new moon coming up here, so there could be an apology around March 6th. Okay, this energy is going to last for a month. It's going to come to fruition over the next 2 weeks. And then keep in mind, 6 months from now, we have an Aquarius full moon. So, you know, guys, it's going to be different timelines for all of you. But the message coming up is just walking away, going on a soul journey. You know, this is the most intellectual decision to make. You're going to be communicating, saying what you mean. You might even be a little bit harsh, Libra, you know, when it comes to cutting certain people, places, and things out. But it's all for the better, especially because Aquarius has your back. You know, this is a very positive energy for you guys in regards to creating. So set your intention. Maybe this is about setting your intention to no longer invest in things that are mentally or emotionally draining you. You might need to do some communicating about that. So hopefully that helped, Libra. Let's move to Scorpio. Scorpio. So you're a fixed energy just like Aquarius, okay? So you're a part of this fixed energy gang. You're going to feel the stability, okay? Now, Aquarius is 4 houses away from you, Scorpio. So this energy is kind of emotional for you, especially if it's a dark new moon in Aquarius. But again, it's dark because we need to set our intentions inside. We need to reflect. So Scorpio, this is all about your family, your children, your mothers. You know, your foundation is what's most important here. Your foundation, okay? Mentally, specifically, with Aquarius energy. So new moon in the 4th house is about setting new intentions in regards to your home and your family, wherever you consider your roots, wherever you consider your foundation. And the foundation is anything you can build off of, okay? So the foundation of our relationships, foundation of our jobs, okay? Just about everything comes with a foundation, okay? So I would definitely take advantage, especially if you guys are trying to change anything about your home, change anything about the community or the cities that you live in. Aquarius is brilliant for that. So yeah, setting new intentions. These are family intentions for you, Scorpio, emotional intentions. Again, your home, the intention you have for your home, whether you're moving or whether you just want to move some things around in your current home. The card we have coming out for you, Scorpio, is the Nine of Cups. So this new moon is about setting your intention for what you're wishing for, what would emotionally fulfill you, kind of like your opposite sign, Taurus. Taurus got the 10 of Cups, and Scorpio is now getting the 9 of Cups. So there's a heavy emotional energy with that Scorpio and Taurus. Jesus, you guys are like intertwining. I can't even like decipher between like Scorpio and Taurus right now. And that's because you guys are kind of on the same vibration. So if you're with a Taurus, you're with your opposite sign, and you guys are both focused on your emotional abundance right now. Scorpio, this is about setting intention for your emotion. Okay, it's been a while since you guys have even considered what is surrounding you emotionally, the people, places, and things that are around you emotionally, and how they could potentially affect your ability to transform everything. Okay, if your transforming abilities have been a bit off lately, and what I mean by that is if you aren't able to get over things as quickly, or if you're really bogged down emotionally, I feel like that's because Scorpio has strayed a bit from focusing on their own emotion. I think it's all the energy. You know, you guys don't want to be vulnerable right now. You don't really want to admit certain feelings. It's all, I feel like you guys are just trying to be strong. You know, that whole energy of trying to be, not that you aren't strong, Scorpio, but all water signs are their most strongest when they're being honest with their self emotionally. You don't have to be honest with him or her or they or them, but you do need to be honest with yourself about what all these 9 cups represent for you, Scorpio. This is your wishes, your emotional fulfillment. The 9 of Cups comes out when there's a wish fulfillment. So this isn't a make-a-wish card. This is a you made a wish back then and now that wish is coming true. So now that we have a new moon, and this is the new moon message, this is about setting your intention for your wish to come true. Not making a wish, Scorpio. Setting your intention for a wish that you've already made to be fulfilled, okay? Aquarius is trying to fulfill you emotionally in the department of your family, your home, your children, your foundation. So if you could wish, Scorpio, for the perfect home or the perfect family or the perfect foundation, why not let it be the 9 of Cups? Why not build? I think the people, places, and things in your life, Scorpio, would change if you started to only build on things that fulfill. Like, if it doesn't feel like a wish come true, don't build there. Don't build anything off of something that doesn't fulfill you emotionally on a wish-like level, okay? Bottom of the deck, don't like it. 7 of Swords with the 8 of Swords. Okay, 7 and 8 of Swords. So that's a synchronicity there. We got the 7 and 8. So some of you guys are feeling a bit trapped. We got heavy Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy here, or just heavy mental energy if you're not dealing with an air sign. So there's something here about somebody who keeps trying to steal your wish. Somebody out here trying to sneak away with what makes Scorpio happy. Or there's something here, whether it's on your behalf or someone else's, Scorpio. I don't like the 7 of Swords with the 9 of Cups. That is literally a wish that was stolen from you. It's something about emotional fulfillment that, you know, is being... there's a hidden agenda, okay? I don't know if this is a person, a place, or a thing, Scorpio, but there is some kind of energy around you that is a blessing blocker. Like, you know, it could even be yourself. When the 7 of Swords comes up for Scorpio, I'm like, Scorpio is deceiving their self. There's no way that there's a person, place, or thing outside of them that is doing this. But some of you guys are dealing with other people. For sure, it's the relationships you're in. But keep in mind, people can't take our power, right? We can only give it away to them. So if this is a person you're dealing with, Scorpio, that you feel like, you know, they just get your hopes up and only to steal it away, or if you feel like there's just an energy around you, like whether it's a job or a family member, or whatever this 7 of Swords energy is, you know, I feel like you're deceiving yourself in a bit. Going back to what I said about only building off of your wishes, that would be the perfect way to protect yourself from ever getting anything stolen from you again. Some of you are literally dealing with thieves, like they could definitely be taking from you mentally, physically, emotionally, and this is what is keeping you in this mental prison, right? Where you can't see and you can't move. And, you know, Scorpio, again, this woman is not allowing herself to feel what she feels, right? Look at her feet. They're not in the water. So my advice when I see the 8 of Swords is to ground yourself in what you feel, especially if you're trying to get to the 9 of Cups, sorry. So we do have a 7, 8, and 9 here. Okay, 7 of Swords, 8 of Swords, 9. So 7, 8, 9. Okay. But yeah, Scorpio, be very careful with this energy. I don't know if this is just you deciding to sneak off. If so, good on you. Good on you, mate. If you are sneaking off to grant your own wishes, because the 7 of Swords isn't always bad. It does speak about deception and cheating and lying and stealing, but I feel like with this energy here, looking at it this way, there's a lot of yellow. So Scorpio has had enough. They're tired of being in this mental prison and not seeing their own way forward. You see there's a little house back there, so some of you guys really do feel trapped where you live, and that's what's stealing from you. Okay, there could even be someone here who's imprisoned or something, because we do see a prison here, but this is a mental prison. And we do have the Lovers. Okay, so this has to do with some kind of relationship, maybe a Gemini for some of you. It has to do with you know, the people you're with or the people you're connected with emotionally. There might be some distance because someone is either in jail or you know, they're just, you know, feeling trapped in this relationship. I do feel someone feels trapped in a relationship, probably because there's some kind of financial codependency. Maybe this is someone who's controlling emotionally. I see emotional manipulation that has become a burden. I see marriage with a Virgo, or some kind of home environment with a Virgo that's confusing you. Lots of messages when I read for Scorpio, but let's stick here to the message that came out, all right? Allowing this person, place, or thing to deceive you, even if it's yourself, Scorpio, it is keeping you stuck here in this relationship. Maybe for some of you, it's keeping you alone when there is this beautiful connection somewhere near you, okay? This is a beautiful love connection. Again, some of you are dealing with Gemini, but some of you also feel very stuck in relationships. And you know, us water signs, when we're stuck and feel like we can't move, you know, even though our emotions empower us, we ignore what we feel because it's almost unbearable to tap into your emotions when you're so in your head. You know what I mean? So Scorpio, go after whatever you're wishing for and set your intention to break free from this mental prison during this new moon in Aquarius. Set your intention for your wish, whatever your wish is, to come true. This is the foundation of a wish for you. Aquarius new moon over the next month, over the next 2 weeks. This is going to be setting a foundation for you to build your emotional fulfillment on and to build a wish on. So I'm happy to give that message to you, Scorpio. Hopefully that helped. Let's move on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius. So Aquarius is 3 houses away from you. Okay, so you've got a new moon in your house of communication. This is the opposite house of you. Gemini is going through 9th house energy, which is you, and you're going through 3rd house energy, which is Gemini. So there's definitely something there about role reversal with Sagittarius and Gemini right now. Gemini is expanding their mind when it comes to the higher knowledge. Sagittarius, there's something that you need to do when it comes to your lower mind, okay? So this is about communication. We have a new moon in the communication sector. All right, whoa, this is creepy. So again, setting new intentions for your lower mind, especially with Mercury here in your 3rd house. This is definitely about certain communication, Sagittarius. There's something that needs to be said or something that someone wants to say to you that could be setting intention around this new moon. This is also short distance travel, but whoa, we have the same message coming up that came up for Leo. So if there's any Leo Sagittarius energy, you might want to watch for Leo, because we got, I'm kidding you not, the same exact message. Bottom of the deck and the card that came out was the same message for Leo, but this is you, Sag. So I'm going to channel it differently for you, because even though it's the same message, it needs to come out and it's going to be applied in a different way, if that makes sense. So we have the 10 of Pentacles coming out for you, Sagittarius, which is the card for financial success, stability in your home. This is some kind of financial completion in regards to career. So what is it that you're setting intention about? What is it that you're communicating about? Well, probably money, probably something that's tangible and materialistic, probably something that that you need to talk about for the next 10 years. You guys might be doing some futuristic thinking, okay? With the 10 of Pentacles, it's always about longevity. It's not about the next 10 hours or even the next 10 days. This is usually like the next 10-year, you know, and that might be Saturn's energy. Saturn is in your guys' 2nd house of resources and finances. So Sag could be kind of getting a little bit more serious. You know, there is some kind of decision here in regards to a career or a job or your family. This is also a home environment, but more specifically, the stability and the money that goes into some kind of family situation. Okay, this is a generational card, so it's like, you know, grandchildren's grandchildren, like what could be passed down, what you want to leave, what stability would you like to leave behind as a legacy. Now we have the, oh my God, it's literally the same message as Leo. This is weird. We have the 2 of Wands at the bottom of the deck with the 5 of Wands underneath that. So there, again, with Leo, there's some conflict and even some competition going on. Maybe you're with a Leo, okay? But Sag, there's a decision here to make. All right, about your long-term goals and future. So you guys are going to be put at the middle of a portal, okay, between something that you were passionate about and something that you want to be passionate about in the future. Okay, this is a decision to make financially, a decision to make in regards to family, in regards to home. And now when you have the 2 of Wands with the 10 of Pentacles, this decision here, this very fiery decision, you know, these 2 different things that need to be expressed in regards to a family situation or home environment, career, something like that. You know, when we have this is about decisions that can affect us in the long term. these decisions that come up can very well affect our stability and over the next 10 years. We may think that this is just a decision we're making now, but Sagittarius, please know that the decisions you're making right now, they have the potential to just affect your long-term future. I'm not saying that in a bad way, because you could make a decision that could greatly impact, okay? I'm going to use that word. There's just some decisions, they're very impactful, okay? They're going to pack a punch. This is not a lightweight decision. With the Ten of Pentacles, a Ten of Pentacles decision is a decision you need to make about success. A decision you need to make about a career, okay? This is not a childish decision. This is very serious. I know some of you guys aren't going to be too happy about being put in that serious of an energy. It's Capricorn all over again. But yeah, you guys, this is about choosing success for yourself and, you know, focusing on the success that you have in the future. One thing I didn't mention for Leo is that this is the decision between comfort and growth. So there might be a career opportunity that comes up for you guys that could potentially expand you or grow you, but it may involve some travel. Okay, you guys might get an opportunity to travel for work, but it's going to cost you your comfort zone. Okay, because there is something here about a comfort zone that is causing you conflict. All right, the Four of Pentacles is a comfort zone. Okay, hanging on to the money that you have. Sagittarius, would you rather hang on to those Four Pentacles, or would you rather make a decision to gain 10 Pentacles in your future? Okay, this is like letting go of financial comfort, making an executive decision. We have the Devil here. So this may involve, you know, a Capricorn. It could involve Capricorn energy, Saturn energy coming up again. Capricorn is your second house of finances, so no wonder there's certain conflicts. But the Devil card is also feeling chained to something. It's feeling manipulated, like you're stuck. But Sagittarius, we have the Knight of Wands. So we do have Sag and Capricorn here, quite literally. This is my Sagittarius card. Look at you. You just want to charge forward, right? You just want to work on something. And you want to work on your happiness, I'm seeing. Especially with a soulmate. Could be Leo. I do see the sun here, Leo. So it might involve children, but I do see Sag and Capricorn energy, and I do see some conflict here about your financial foundation, and then that's kind of reiterated here. So there's some very serious situations coming up, a lot of decisions you're going to be put in the middle. Some of you guys work 2 jobs, or you have 2 different ways of making money that you're passionate about. But again, comfort and growth cannot be chosen together. You can choose to grow and sacrifice your comfort, or you can choose to be comfortable and sacrifice your growth. Keep in mind, this is 3rd house energy, Sag. So there is a lot here to talk about, okay? This is all matters of communication, maybe even short distance travel, but I feel like there's going to be some successful decisions that are coming to you over the next month, over the next 2 weeks, over the next 6 months, when we have a full moon in Aquarius. This is about setting intentions, right, for financial success. All right, guys, and keep in mind it's your 3rd house, so setting new intentions for also communicating about this in a better way, because this doesn't look like very good communication at all. Okay, especially because you are a fire sign, so you're somewhere here, Sag. You're somewhere here on this. But again, I see I see financial conflicts. I see codependency. Some of you guys are in codependent situations with a person, place, or thing. So it's about, you know, loosening your grip a little bit on whatever's causing you conflict, so that you can think about your future, Sagittarius. This is definitely about your future. So hopefully that helps, Sag. I think you're going to have a lot to communicate about during this moon cycle. So speaking of Capricorn, let's move to Capricorn. Capricorn, you went through your new moon last month. So now we have a new moon in your 2nd house of resources, finances, self-worth, value, possession. So this is a new moon that is great for you, Capricorn, because you guys are all about that tangible gain, you know, the things that you're in earth energy, so you understand this. Aquarius is 2 houses away from you. So this is about setting new intention to bring in new possessions. Like if there's anything that you would like to possess or own, Capricorn, and that is anything under the sun. You can possess anything. You can own anything, okay? So this is about setting new intentions for more resources to come to you. Money resources, job resources, any resources, honestly. It's interesting the message that's coming up for you though, Capricorn. We do have the Lovers card. I can't remember who else received this Lovers card, but there are other zodiac signs who have got Gemini. Maybe it was Scorpio. So you guys could be dealing with a Gemini if you are a Capricorn. It's interesting. There is an interesting relation to Capricorn and Gemini. Capricorn is the 8th house of Gemini, okay? So it's really interesting here. We do have the Lovers, so there is some kind of love message here for you, Capricorn. The Lovers, to me, sometimes speaks to a decision that you have to make in your relationship, especially if the relationship involves 3 people, places, or things, because we do have 3 people here. Now, one of the factors in your relationship is actually coming from above. It's like divine guidance. There is this angel here, Archangel Raphael, that is here to assist these 2 naked beings, the divine masculine, divine feminine. But there is that mountain. I love seeing this card for Capricorn, because Capricorn, you are all about the mountains, okay, in your life. And there's some kind of mountain in between you and another person. It's getting in the way of you guys seeing and accepting your guys' differences. So, you know, climb that mountain, Capricorn. There's something here about the mountain, the metaphorical mountains that exist between you in a relationship. Doesn't have to be romantic, but this looks like a very romantic message here. We do have Gemini energy coming up here. Keep in mind, this is about the resources that you share in your relationships, okay? You have 2nd house energy, new moon. And then you've got a relationship coming up here. So some of you guys need to set new intentions for the his and her energy, or the her and her, whatever. Just the people that you're with, you know, it might be beneficial for you guys to determine, you know, what is mine and what's yours, and what do we share, and what am I responsible for, what are you responsible for. Like, you know, when we go through 2nd house new moon, we're setting new intentions about our money and about our finances, our resources, you know, things that we consider valuable. So there might be a specific relationship here that you value, that it could be a long distance one. It could be someone who's at a distance, or it doesn't have to be a physical distance, but it could be an emotional distance. There's some kind of mountain, you know, you need to identify that mountain that's between you and the other person, Capricorn, and instead of climbing them, climb that mountain. You know, they're not the reason why there's distance in between you guys. I'm not sure why that's coming up. There could be a decision that's in between you guys as well. Okay, it may be a financial one, maybe about a resource. It's interesting, the bottom of your deck, Capricorn, we have the Moon card. I feel like Gemini got the Moon card, so if you're dealing with a Gemini, you might want to watch their message. But we have Pisces coming up here, and we have Cancer. Okay, so there might be some fears here surrounding love or surrounding a connection, especially if it's at a distance. The moon does bring up subconscious fears and illusions, so be careful. Maybe that's what's in between you guys, is the illusion and secrets and hidden energy. Now, it's interesting, we have a new moon. All right, so you want to pay attention to when the moon is in Aquarius and when the moon is full in Virgo, which is going to be the next time I talk to you. There's someone here with a Gemini moon. Okay, there's someone here with a Gemini moon for sure. This is a soulmate energy, because we have the moon, which is our soul, and then we have the Lovers, twin flame soulmate energy for sure. Pisces, Gemini, very mutable energy. We do have the 10 of Swords beneath that. So I think you guys are really wondering whether you should get back up after all this pain and continue to wait to see, you know, if this is worth it. We have 2 7s here. So there is an energy here about completion. Some of you guys are going through completions. And you're needing to heal, especially after this 10 of Swords painful ending of betrayal, backstab energy. Some of you guys are dealing with that in relationships, okay? Because I do see someone here who's waiting to see if this is worth healing, if you can still heal this energy. Is there still a spark there? Okay, maybe some of you are dealing with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But we have lots of sword energy, all right? So this is about healing past betrayal, you know, waiting to see if you can get back up and see the value still in this relationship. But the card coming out now with these 2 cards here, someone hiding their pain. This is a lot of pain at an emotional level. Could be a Pisces or Cancer involved in it. Maybe someone's hiding pain in their soul, Capricorn. But, you know, I feel like this is about the full moon in Virgo and the new moon in Pisces coming up. So there's something over the next month that you're going to come into realization about, okay? But we did have the Lovers come out for you. Now, this is a lot like your ruling card, the Devil. But instead of an attachment, this has become a very beautiful connection, Capricorn. So I love seeing the light version, the angelic version of your card, which is Gemini energy. Just be careful of secrets in relationships around this time, okay? Just be careful of that, because there is betrayal here. There is some kind of painful ending when it comes to a relationship, or maybe even a job, because we do have resources here and you're going through that 2nd house energy. But remember, even our relationships are something that have resources involved there. So just be careful of that, the illusions in your relationships, because this is going to bring a lot of completions to connections, okay? I do see something here about a completion of pain, which I love to see. But yeah, the card that came out for you was the Lovers, Capricorn. So significant Gemini energy, and also some of you guys are going to be making very beautiful connections, even if they're at a distance from you. This new moon cycle is going to be, you know, bringing in some love energy for you guys. So you guys might want to set the intention for relationships that have abundant resources in them, so that there are no more secrets or pain involved, okay? No more his or her energy. This is someone you can come together with and create more resources with. So there are something here about setting intentions for your relationships, right, with this moon. Very interesting, Capricorn. Hopefully that helps you guys. Alright, let's move on to Aquarius. Happy birthday, Aquarius. This is obviously your new moon. Needless to say, this is in your first house of self, the I am. So when we have a new moon in our sign, Aquarius, it is dark, okay? We do have some darkness coming up for you. Aquarius is going to be tapping in to that new moon darkness, right? The moon is in your sign and it's completely dark and filled with darkness and stuff like that. So of course it's a great time to reflect, Aquarius. But this is about setting new intentions for who you are, who you want to be, who you were, who you are, who you want to be, you know, all about you. It's all about your personality. So setting new intentions, planting personality seeds. If there's anything about yourself that you'd like to set intentions for, beautiful energy to do that. Aquarius, we have an interesting message coming up for you though for this new moon. We did get an air card, but not my favorite air card, okay? This is the Five of Swords. So it's interesting, this new moon might be bringing up some mental conflict for you, Aquarius. Might be bringing up some arguments, because not everybody handles air energy very intellectually, if you know what I mean. You give a person a sword, they have a decision to choose between whether it's a tool or a weapon. This is somebody, whether it's you or someone else in the situation, who might be using their tongue, they might be using their word, their voice as a weapon instead of a tool. That's not very Aquarian, and I don't think this is you guys doing that. I think this is you guys actually forfeiting and not battling narcissistic people anymore, okay? This is the put down your sword card. So there might be a mental battle that Aquarius is just absolutely done fighting after this new moon. You know, the new moon is all about, it just inspires you to start new with things. So the old energy of arguing and miscommunicating, you guys are like the king and the queens of swords, okay? You guys are all about mental stability. And arguing, you know, miscommunicating, that does not result in mental stability. Some of you guys are going through this in your relationships, because the bottom of the deck, we do have the Four of Wands. So this is a specific home environment. I do see some of you guys going through arguments in a marriage. If you guys are married, it doesn't have to be a marriage. It could be just a commitment. This could be mental conflicts surrounding marriage or a relationship or commitment, okay? Because there is some sort of painful ending here. Someone here feels very backstabbed and betrayed throughout this new moon cycle, and this is obviously something that needs to be balanced, okay? There is some sort of secret here about emotional happiness, right? Following your intuition, Aquarius, about what would fulfill you emotionally. Because also someone here is dealing with a financial stress, financial conflict, even heartbreak I'm seeing. Yeah, maybe with a Sagittarius person. But Aquarius, yes, we have a lot of mental pain here. But what better time to focus on this than when the moon and the sun are both in your sign, right? It's such a pity. And it's kind of awful for this message to come out while you guys are dealing with your birthday. Like, there's some birthday conflict here. The Four of Wands is a celebration, okay? We celebrate our birthdays, right? So some of you guys are going to get in arguments on your birthday. There's just, you're feeling mentally conflicted because of the people around you. When you're just trying to celebrate, you're just trying to enjoy your solar return, Aquarius. And there's all this conflict that's coming up. There's all this mental pain and betrayal and endings and stuff. But I'm happy to say that that is ending, and you will move towards more of the equal give and take, like Virgo. But this is the card coming out for you. So, you know, Aquarius, set new intention to communicate better with people around you. And if there's people around you that don't communicate intellectually, like they have a fucking brain, then put your sword down. You might not talk to them anymore because you're done fighting. You know, there's 3 people in this card here. there is someone here who's holding those three swords. So that tells me that there is someone here who is mentally manipulating. They argue with you, they betray you, they stab three swords in your heart. You know, there was a decision here that you didn't make. Somebody, I don't know if it was you, but somebody didn't make a decision here because of what this prick had to say. There's two people in the background there that feel left out emotionally. You know, look at all those clouds. Aquarius, this is about setting new intention for you to communicate towards clarity. Whether this is you or someone else involved, it does have to do with some kind of marriage for some of you, a home environment, a foundation, you know, maybe even twin flame stuff coming up here, or just a celebration. You know, you're no longer celebrating with someone who argues with you or someone who is mentally conflicted. You know, there's some mental conflict here for sure. There's something about this energy that needs to change. Okay, Aquarius, we have a 5. So the 5s are all about change. So, you know, we bring it back to your first house again. So, you know, there's something about you and the people around you, Aquarius, that is not going very well. I think you guys are going to know. Now, keep in mind, this is all about for the next month. So over the next month, Aquarius, there might be certain conflict that comes up mentally. There may be some harsh words or arguing, maybe some decisions that need to be made, maybe letting down your sword, no longer putting up with these mental battles. Yeah, there might be something here, but just to keep it positive, because I'm a Pisces, I like to look at things in a positive way. Positive way to interpret this message, Aquarius, would be to set intention to no longer argue. Set your intention to be a person with mental superiority, mental clarity, right? Stepping into that Queen and King of Swords energy so that you're no longer dealing with people that bring mental conflict to your life or to your home. All right, because there's going to be some people that have words for you, but you're going to have words for them too. You know, this Aquarius energy makes people want to speak their truth. All air energy does. So my best thing for you, Aquarius, is to set your intention for whatever this person, place, or thing is involved in this conflict. Set your intention for this to change. Set your intention for this argumentative, narcissistic, mental battle and conflict energy to change. So that way that you can rise above your pain, head towards balance, you know, so that this mental pain can kind of end, so that you can actually celebrate. You know, Pisces season may be better for you guys, and I really hope so. I don't like that Aquarius is going through mental conflict, especially in Aquarius season, but you know, Aquarius, the sun in your sign is showing you. We also have Mercury in your sign. So there is something here about communicating, right? Communicating intellectually. And I think it's more so on the people around you than it is you, if that makes sense. And I could just be biased because I love you guys, but I'm sending you good energy. And I feel like over the next month, there is going to be something changing about the way you guys communicate so that there's less arguments, okay? So, hopefully that helped, Aquarius. Let's move to Pisces. Last but not least, Pisces. Okay, brilliant full moon, or sorry, brilliant new moon for us, because Aquarius is such a special sign for Pisces, because it's our 12th house, okay? So the 12th house is extremely subconscious. We are the 12th house, Pisces. So just like Virgo going through 6th house energy and they're the 6th house, we are the 12th house, and Aquarius represents our, like Aquarius is 12 signs away from us. So this is very deep, Pisces. We have our dark moon, new moon in our subconscious house. But the good thing about us, Pisces, is that we love subconscious energy. We love illusion. We love fantasy, even the element of sacrifice and surrender. The things that come up over the next month for us until our new moon next month, yeah, there's going to be a lot that comes up that we need to kind of get through. But yeah, setting new intentions at a subconscious level, which is so cool for Pisces, because setting intentions at a subconscious level is basically like manifesting, right? Pisces set intentions. Like, people want to know how we're so magical and how it is that we do all these things. And so it's because we do it subconsciously. We understand that it has to happen in the subconscious first before it becomes real in reality. So we work on a subconscious level a lot, Pisces, but unfortunately, well, not really unfortunately, there's just a lot of stuff that we keep in our subconscious. And that's why Aquarius is so busy all the time, and why Aquarius is looked at as aliens and weird, because they're the 12th house of Pisces. So it's not exactly easy to be the subconscious of Pisces when Pisces is an entire subconscious as their self. So only Aquarius, we have a very collective subconscious, Pisces. Everyone's subconscious is in our subconscious, right? That's why we can pick up on vibes. We know what people are thinking. We dream about people. It's all because we have a very collective 12th house. Pisces. The card we have coming out is the Ten of Swords. Other people received this energy as well. You know, Aquarius did not come to play. All right, this is a mental energy. All right, so mentally, this is air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We could be feeling this emotionally, we could be feeling this physically, but this is an ending. I feel like this is an ending to subconscious darkness for us Pisces, because the 12th house is very dark. We have a new moon there. But look at the light. That is the, here comes the sun. That is the sun on its way in Pisces towards the end of this month. There is a light. Now, we had a light turn on when, as soon as the sun entered Aquarius. We had a subconscious light. Like, we were able to see our subconscious in our dreams, our fantasies. Aquarius season represents that for Pisces. But with that comes these endings, okay? This is the ending to something painful, okay? This could be pain. Sometimes we stab ourselves in the back, Pisces. We do have Chiron. Chiron is about to leave Pisces, and I cannot wait, because we are already martyrs. You know, we are Pisces. We will sacrifice ourselves. We will put ourselves on the line just so that someone else doesn't have to do it. We do that. We do that, all right? So no more, Pisces. No more of these swords in our back. Like, it's almost our birthday time. We do not want another long cycle. We don't want another 10 years, another 10 days. We don't even want another 10 seconds or 10 minutes of this energy. You know, this is happening in our mind. It's happening deep. This is the darkness in our mind about to be lit up by Aquarius season and by Pisces. It's time to get up, Pisces. You know, people think we're so small and we're such the baby signs. We know all of this realm. Okay, like we don't need to be told anything. I don't mean to sound cocky, but Pisces is the 12th house for a reason. You know what I mean? Like, we know everything subconsciously before it even happens in reality. So, but Pisces are in a lot of pain right now, and this is about balancing that pain out, because we have the Six of Pentacles. So just like our opposite sign, Virgo, I'm not surprised. Virgo also received the Six of Pentacles. So, you know, it's time for the givers of the zodiac sign to ask for something back. You know what I'm saying? Like, no more crumbs. I do lots for you. You know, that's what I'm hearing. You know, Virgo and Pisces, we are giving. Virgo got a full moon coming up. So Virgo and Pisces are done giving, just out of the kindness of our hearts. Because you know what? It's expired. Like, it's time for us to actually, like, look how much pain. Pisces is the only zodiac sign that would give to a motherfucker in this position. If somebody walked up to us when we're on the ground like this, like, if they needed anything, the shirt off our back, like, this is someone who needs help, but we got other people around us that are asking us for help when we are in this position. Like, and it's all about clearing the subconscious energy out, guys. You know, I like that the Ten of Swords came up for us, because this is a very honest energy. If there's anything that we need to balance, like, be careful of who you're giving to in this state, Pisces. You are so sensitive right now with the sun in your 12th house, Mercury in your 12th house. Mercury is going to go retrograde in our sign. You know, there's a lot of things that the universe wants to give us, Pisces. You know, there is a such thing as Pisces karma and Pisces balance. But if we're, you know, yeah, this is something we've been waiting on for a really long time. If we're not going to balance out the equal give and take, you know, we're going to be drained. We're not even going to be in a position of acceptance, because look at also what this energy is bringing in. So it's really interesting that we're trying to balance out, you know, no longer being on the short end of the stick, you know what I mean, and not receiving anything. This is about the equal give and take, balancing. Some of you guys could be dealing with Libra, could be financial as well. You know, I do see some finances coming in. All right, I don't know if some of you guys have court cases or something like that, but it looks like it's going to be good for you, okay? You've been waiting a long time for this stability. Pisces, this is over. This new moon is about setting intentions to no longer be the vic, no longer be the victim, okay? No longer be the person with 10 swords in their back. Our subconscious is really becoming cleared out. Our dreams are going to improve, okay? Our subconscious energy that Aquarius represents for us is going to, you know, brighten. This is like the light at the end of the very dark subconscious Pisces tunnel. No longer being a victim, no longer submitting to betrayal and deception and backstabbing energy. Like, we're so close to the Ace of Swords. You know, over the next month, we're gonna be, you know, getting close to that Ace of Swords energy, where we say things and we have clarity, where we're victorious and successful. A new mental beginning is coming here, Pisces, with Mercury in our 12th house as well, with Mercury almost entering Pisces. So as far as the Ten of Swords for the 12th house energy, of course the 12th house of Pisces looks like this. Okay, how could it not? Lots of pain we keep back there, Pisces, because we'd rather be strong on our own. But as far as new intentions, I feel like this is setting a new intention to no longer be in this amount of pain ever again, Pisces. Okay, we don't want to go into our birthday season looking like this, feeling like this. Okay, so setting the intention to heal and to rise up, because all the Ten of Swords has to do is stand up and say, this isn't over for me. This is not how this ends for me. I'm not a victim of my pain. Like, my pain makes me who I am. I'm stronger, and I'm able to help other people because of the amount of pain that I've been through. So Pisces, I love that you're balancing this out. I love that you're going to be starting to see and determine whether you're getting as much back as you're giving, because no more short at the end of the stick. Okay, no more victim, no more defeats, no more Chiron. Okay, so hopefully that helped, Pisces. Now, before I go, I just want to pull one last message for the collective. And guys, this is a really important message because, as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, Aquarius is the collective. So this message is extremely powerful, this new moon, because Aquarius is the collective and this is a collective message. So I'm going to use the energy of Aquarius to pull us all one general card for this new moon's energy. So I would like to get a card for the collective for all of us, just in case the messages didn't apply. So what in general is the new moon message in Aquarius? Alright. Well, it's interesting. We do have the moon card, which is Pisces, and it is Cancer, but this is the new moon. This is the card for Pisces, okay? The moon. So the moon, of course, this is a new moon, okay? The moon speaks to dark subconscious energies. It speaks to things that are hidden. So let's look at this light and dark here. Okay, the sun and the moon in Aquarius. We have the Three of Wands and the moon. Now, the Three of Wands is the card that comes up after a decision is made. We did have Leo and Sagittarius making decisions. So there's going to be certain decisions that this Aquarius new moon brings to us over the next month, over the next 6 months, over the next 2 weeks. There's a message here about the full moon in Virgo as well, because you see this is a new moon and a full moon, okay? It's the sun and the moon. But together, I feel like this is light and dark. This is about using the darkness we have now to still walk that path. And where we wind up, this is all about waiting. This new moon in Aquarius is all about waiting for our ships to come in, okay? Things that, just because we can't see, you guys, right now, the new moon is extremely dark. And, you know, it's the time when there's no moon in the sky, okay? But it's still about seeing our way forward, okay? Making decisions in our future to see what's coming there, okay? Just because we can't see it doesn't mean that it's not coming, all right? So please don't lose your faith. Aquarius is big on faith, big on hope, big on inspiration, okay? So allow this darkness to actually be what allows you to see the most clearest forward, okay? I love that there's like dark energy and light here with the moon and the sun's energy here. This is about waiting for our ships to come in spite of being afraid, in spite of being confused, okay? The future is not an illusion, is what I just heard. And it's coming no matter what. So whether we're going to wait for this success or not is up to us. We have the Six of Wands, okay? So there is a message here about public victory. I just pulled the Hermit card. So there's definitely something here about Virgo Pisces energy, all right? And that's coming up at the end of the month with Virgo moon. Look at this, Virgo full moon. So even Aquarius is telling us that to wait on the Virgo full moon to see forward. You see how that works there? Wait on the Virgo full moon. So just use this moon to reflect. It might be best to isolate ourselves and be a little bit more introverted, because this is all about the waiting game, okay? Aquarius promises future. Aquarius is the future. It's the very collective future, right? So I see a message here about waiting on the Virgo full moon at the end of the month on February 19th. You know, that's going to be when our ships come in, all right? Right now is about reflecting because it's the new moon, okay? Pisces, Virgo energy here. Very beautiful message, guys. So I just want to thank you guys, especially those of you who stayed in tune and listened through the whole messages. I really appreciate it. And other than that, guys, just stay weird around this time. It's totally weird is normal to Aquarius, okay? So just try your best to reflect on what comes up for us individually at this time. And, you know, don't be afraid to be weird or get abducted tonight. So thanks for listening, guys, and I will talk to you again on the Virgo full moon.